Coach, we are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here we go, set, 70, Indy. Too low, cut. Watch the safety creep. Hey! Go. Now.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Go.
This is Chris Thompson in his 7th season now as a Redskin. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's go now. 8, read. Shift. Go. 5.
On second down now. It's Thompson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So first and second down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Block 52. Hey, Charlie. Hey.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. On the tackle, it was Dane Cruikshank. Well, one underlying storyline between these two teams is that the Chiefs head coach Andy Reid, he knows a lot about Nick Foles, the Jags QB. He drafted the quarterback when he was calling the shots in Philadelphia and later would sign him to Kansas City as a backup in 2016. But Kansas City, they have won the last 4 in this series, including a 30-14 victory a year ago. At the time, that got the Chiefs to 5-0 on the young season. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Hey, Foxtrot. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Yeah. Get it.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the...
Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Looking for Woods that time. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. You can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Check the backer. Check three.
Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Cook. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks. In there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Hey, that's big time. That's big time. Let's work.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Go. Ready?
On third down, a run by Mack. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They'll run on first down. Thompson. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Chiefs' 31-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go. 18, Gator. Patch it. Hey! Go
On second down, it's Thompson. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Jaguars on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7.
I got wide. 94.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 12-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. So they don't even need to run a second down play. Give them the first.
And typically when we see this jumping, isn't it usually 3rd down, 4th down? They got him on 2nd down. I think that's a lack of discipline.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Wide, get wide. Check 52. Go.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll run for it with Bo Scarborough. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard.
He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Max Crosby brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Benjamin. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
On second down now, it's Mack. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Hey, Haywood! Yep.
Minshew sets to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Jonathan Hankins. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Mahomes. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On third and long, it's Mahomes. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. A good pickup there at 22.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Big stop, Pete. Big stop. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Bo Scarborough. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And the catch made by Johnson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Returning, it's Benjamin. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney Merciless showing no mercy. Flies in for the sack. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Watch the pass. Yellow. Check 24. Yellow. 57, Mike 57. Squeeze, double.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. They go right back to Mack. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Bo Scarborough with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Odell Beckham, 76 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Minshew. He completes it to Henry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
That's good for a Jacksonville.
On 1st down, Mack. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Check 31, check 31.
They run. This is Scarborough. There he goes, right side. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Bo Scarborough, 38 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 20.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. It's caught by OBJ. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Throwing on second and long. Mahomes, blitz coming, and down he goes. Michael Kendricks getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's the Chiefs punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Fielded just inside the 30. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. It's Scarborough again. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 42.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. Well, they only had a yard to go. They tried to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot. And he dialed up the pressure and got to him.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
From the 31, Minshew. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd and short.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Scarborough. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
52, right 52. Go. Get it.
They'll run on first down. It's Mack. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a carry from Mack. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marlon Mack, 36 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. That's fielded in the end zone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Hey, watch number 33. Watch number 33. Get in the weight room. Hey, 43. Check, check. Fresno. Attack. Hey, check Mike 57.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's caught. Beckham. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Mike, 53. Mike. I don't think you got it, son. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 3.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Hey. Let's go.
On first down, Mack. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marlon Mack. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. But some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Cook following the penalty. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mahomes. He finds his target. Beckham. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
But Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17.
Jacksonville, 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, watch it.
Now. They run with Thompson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Yes.
This is Scarborough. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Jacksonville, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.